and welcome to episode 50 of the Rock and Wellness Podcast. I am your host, Rachel Joy Olson. I provide health and wellness coaching, live and online programs to help women love and take care of themselves, discover their deepest desires, and live a healthy, inspired life. I am excited to get into today's topic. Of course, I'm always excited to speak on these topics, but today is part two and a continuation of last week's podcast episode. And this is the part two, so the second 16 of the 32 rules to live by that we started with last week. So let me ask you this. Did you go through the rules to live by? Now, number one, did you listen to last week's episode? And if you didn't, I'm going to encourage you to stop what you're doing right now or stop this episode and go back and listen to the first one, okay? Because it'll make a lot more sense when you listen to that one first. But if you have already, did you go through the rules to live by and notice which ones you're currently violating and what rules you're currently following? So that's another thing I'd like you to do when we're done today's episode is go back and review them all. You'll be able to find the written article on my blog at R.J.O.wellness.com, but go back to them all and see which ones you're following and which ones you need a little bit more work on. None of us are probably doing these 100%. I know I'm not, but it's a good opportunity just to evaluate where you are. So, as you also learned last week, setting SMART goals, those that are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound, are critical to having a clear vision and path to success. Remember, setting these SMART goals for each area of your life, including relationships, health, service, and abundance, are essential for an overall successful and happy life. So, you want to look through all the areas in your life and notice what needs the most help. I was told by a friend of mine a long time ago that we're only as strong as our weakest link. And how true is that? The fear of failure is one that cripples too many people. Too often in the past, I've thought to myself, unless I'm going to be perfect at this, I'm not even going to bother trying. And what a horrible way to think, isn't it? It's also a big reason that has held me back in many areas of my life, that desire for perfection, where I'm learning from many of my mentors. It's like, let go of perfection. Get your stuff out there. Nobody cares if you're perfect. They just want to learn from you and be inspired from you. And that is so true. So that's why it's important to shift your mindset as you set out to accomplish any one of your goals. Even though you may have experienced failure in the past with setting goals, that's okay. You want to never be afraid to fail again and again and again until you're successful. Some of the greatest, most successful business people and athletes of all time will be the first to tell you that they failed a lot more than they were successful, but that their failures along the way to success are what made them into the person who could be successful. Let's say you started a weight loss journey time and time again in the past, but you never reached your target goal. You always quit or fell short. Does that mean you should just throw your hands up in frustration and never try again? Of course not. It's an opportunity to look at what went wrong and how you can do better this time. It is not enough to set a goal. Anyone can set a goal and say they're going to do something. But do you know what actually makes goals happen? Commitment. The commitment you make to do whatever it takes to reach your desired goal, no matter what. You must commit your time, money, energy, and whatever else is necessary to reach your goal. If you're not committed to your goal, you will never accomplish it. So I want you to take a moment right now to think of the goals you've ever set for yourself. These could be current goals you're working towards right now, or ones you've set for yourself in the past. Now, I want you to think about and write down all the ways you are showing you are not committed to successfully accomplishing these goals. For example, if you have set a goal to lose weight, and I'm going to use that example a lot because it's kind of an easy one to think about. But if you've set a goal to lose weight and you want to get in the best shape of your life, but you sleep in, you make